Hi, this is Richard Fields with this week's Report from the Fields. As longtime viewers of this show know, I am no fan of President-elect Trump or lame duck President Biden. Trump ran on a couple of really simple-minded and stupid planks, rounding up millions of immigrants and sending them back to their countries of origin, and enacting tariffs so extreme they would pretty much end U.S. participation in international trade. And to the extent they didn't do that, they would effectively be a national sales tax on top of the income tax and inflation, which functions as a tax. But he is doing a couple of things right. He's not appointing members of the deep state who destroyed his first term from within. He's appointing avowed deep state destroyers like Tulsi Gabbard to Director of National Intelligence and Kash Patel as FBI Director. But his most inspired move is to appoint quasi-libertarians Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to the Department of Governmental Efficiency, or DOGE. And DOGE isn't even a real government agency. Their mission is to find regulations of little utility that can be rolled back or eliminated by executive order or by congressional action, and then fire all the regulators that enforce those now non-existent regulations. The Supreme Court getting rid of Chevron deference, where the regulators were all assumed to be experts who must be deferred to, will actually put this effort in the realm of the possible. Unlike the Grace Commission under Reagan, which made lots of good recommendations, which were largely ignored. Both Trump and Musk have been talking to Argentina's Javier Milei, who has been successfully taking a chainsaw to Argentina's bureaucratic class for over a year now. But the deep state and the administrative state are fighting back. They're trying to get as many judges confirmed as they can, while the Democrats still control the Senate. They're sending every missile, tank, artillery shell, and bullet they can scrounge up to Ukraine before Trump takes office. They're signing contracts right and left to put boondoggles in place under the terms of the Inflation Reduction Act so that Trump will be contractually bound to spend the money. And by the way, the Inflation Reduction Act has absolutely nothing to do with inflation. It's mostly a framework for spending stupendous amounts of money on green energy projects of dubious utility. During the last few weeks of Trump's first term, he issued an executive order creating Schedule F federal employees who would be exempt from civil service job protections. Biden rescinded it. Putting it back in place could take a long time. Even some states are getting involved. California Governor Newsom has convened a special session of the state legislature to authorize a $25 million legal defense fund, probably to defend against the loss of federal funds coming to California, courtesy of Biden and the Democrats. Will DOGE have an impact on wasteful federal spending, even say the $2 trillion a year that Musk is projecting, or will the empire successfully strike back? We'll be watching from the cheap seats. I'm Richard Fields, and that's this week's Report from the Fields. See you again next week.